Okay, slowly but surely I'm getting back into the multi-rotor craft. Built this tricopter a couple of weeks ago. This is probably my third or maybe fourth tricopter build. The first one that I've actually used a multi-rotor flight controller instead of just a bunch of gyros. And basically this thing is just a ball to fly. Still learning to fly it efficiently, and I've got it set up where I've got an FPV pod that I put on it, so I can, fly at FPV. That's very challenging actually for me. But I kind of wanted to give you guys a quick video tour of this particular one. It flies great, and it was very cheap to build. We'll start off with the motors. You probably most of you guys probably recognize these. These are the old Hobby King. I don't know what brand, maybe Hobby King's brand, I'm not sure. Those 2213N 800 kV motors. They provide sufficient thrust, but really good efficiency, and so that's why I kind of like using them. Currently, I have, I don't know if you can see that, I've got 10x6 props. These are not the best props to use on this tricopter. It flies much better with 10x4/7 slow flies, but I broke one. I didn't have another set. I got some on order. So there we go, 800 kV motors. The speed controllers are all three Hobby King super simple 18 to 20 amp speed controllers. Cheapo, and they work really, really well. I've got this canopy on here, and I forget, I saw somebody who had tricopter builds with a canopy like this. I thought it was a good idea, nice and protective, so I think it was Hall Studio or somebody like that. But anyway, it just Velcros on. I can pop that off, and that provides a good amount of protection, especially for the control board should I crash this thing, which I've done once already. So let's see, taking a look under the hood. Not much to it. This is a $12 control board from, I forget where I got it from, but it's just a regular KK board, the El Cheapo, no auto stabilization or anything like that. It's just a 3 gyro system, controls roll, pitch, and yaw, and it works really, really well. Basically the same, I guess, as just a regular 4 gyro system, but it's all in one unit. It's easy. You hook it up and it does its job. Under here, I don't know if you can see under there. Let's see. No, probably not. But custom-made wiring harness for the 3-speed controllers to 1 battery. Incidentally, this frame is just made out of 1/2-inch square wood stock from like a Hobby Lobby and some 1/8-inch light ply, and that's all it is. Just cut it out, put it together. Let's see. I'm not flying this very far, so I'm using Spectrum control on it. It's cheap and it's easy. And moving to the back, where the yaw mechanism is, basically I've got like a Tower Pro Metal Gear servo and one little control rod that goes in through 1/2-inch block of wood, which is actually mounted to the back end of this piece on a 500 class helicopter feathering shaft. That's all it is, and it works good. A little bit of slop, but not too much. And finally, I thought this was a good idea. 4-inch PVC drain pipe. I just whacked a bunch of 1/2-inch pieces of that off, ran some strapping tape around it, Velcroed it on. Makes for a nice, good, bouncy landing gear. Now, I've broken 1 or 2 of them and easily replaced at the field. Just cut the zip ties, zip tie a new one on, and you're good to go. And this is quite bouncy, really. So that works really well. Underneath the bottom, that's where I mount my battery. I have a couple of places I can mount a battery there. I can mount a battery up front. I put my GoPro up front. And when I'm flying FPV, basically I take the receiver off like so, and I tuck it in here like so, and then I mount my video receiver with my cloverleaf antenna here, GoPro on the nose. I can put a battery here, I can put a battery under here, and we're flying.